This is David with Haggerty in our DIY series. Today I'm going to talk about micrometers, more commonly known as mics, and then specifically A, how to use them, and B, how to read them. Okay, now micrometers can be bought in either a full set or you can buy them individually. They basically range in their size so they stay precise. So for instance, down here in this end, we have a 0 to 1, meaning it measures from 0 out to 1 inch. And then you have 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, so on and so forth. Now, before we jump into measuring or how to read the mic, let's walk through the anatomy of the micrometer. So here's the basics of your micrometers. You have the C frame, you have a anvil and a spindle, and then these two faces are precision ground. And then you have a lock. You have your sleeve, which has some graduation to it. And then the thimble, which also has some graduation. And then you have two grips. You have one grip. This one does not allow any slippage. And then this one is ratcheting. The purpose of the ratchet is so when you come in onto a part, you do not over torque the micrometers and basically cause a flex and a bad measurement. All right, now let's get into how we read the mic. On this micrometer, this is our 1 to 2 mic. So it means that our 0 point is 1 inch. Now, as we go down this graduation, what the graduations mean are the very next whole number is 100 thousandths. So that would be 0.1. Everything in between there, these are 25 thousandths increments. So it would be 0, 25, 50, 75, 100. Where this end of the dial comes into play is this is your position for a thousandths. So as you go around the gauge, it goes from 0 to 25 thousandths. So anything in between, say this 0 and that hash of 25 thousandths will be read over here. Then lastly, if as the line here lines up or does not line up, then you use this set of graduations to understand what the 4th decimal place is, or the 10 thousandths. So for example, as our dial sits right now, we're at 1 inch, 200 thousandths plus an 8 for 8 thousandths, so 208. And it appears that the very next line lines up very well with 1. So it would be 1 inch, 200 thousandths, 8, 1. So 1.2081. Okay, so for example, we'll use this piece of steel stock. Bring it in, set our gauge. So there's where our steel measures. I'm going to put a lock on this so it doesn't float. All right, so our micrometer is set to our steel stock. This is a 1 to 2 mic. So we are at 1 inch, 0.6. And then these are the next decimal places of 25, 50, 75, plus a 4. So we're at 79. Now to get your 4th decimal place, it's as simple as coming up this direction and catching the first set of lines that line up to each other. And in this case, it's our 2nd set of lines, and that is a 2. So our 4th decimal place is a 2. All right, well, hopefully that explained how to use micrometers and specifically get a valuable number out of them. Now, next time in our DIY series, you're going to see us use that information in how to measure a cylinder block. Now, in the meantime, get in the shop, go play with something, have fun. See ya.